It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and the focus is on the Thunderbirds' creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Thunderbirds and the Tigers, next on Madden NFL 24.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Tigers of Canton taking on the Thunderbirds of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visitors from Canton,
they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there and 2nd down.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Matthews, he finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Matthews throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. And Nelson's got it here right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Thunderbirds get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll walk free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Thunderbirds.
In motion left, Curse. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Culver, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But you look at this defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Off the bootleg, Matthews. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense naturally and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second. And then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He completes it to Nelson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they bring out their punter. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. On first down, Culver, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, they are silly. That leads to a play action sack. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Matthews. Caught by Nelson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down. Matthews. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. They'll run on first down. It's Wolf, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, Matthews. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Matthews. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Culver. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
There's a nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Culver, 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Tigers are back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Matthews got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
You're seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin in the birthplace of rock and roll, Memphis, Tennessee. And it's the Blues who are out in front. The Blues looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Desperados seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Steamers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging
on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, Culver has some space here.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And they'll try to run the option here.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the captain, 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle they go. McQueen. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Tigers have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, We didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Tigers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hampton. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wolf. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
The Canton offense takes over once again.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Culver.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Wolf. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him, over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
to throw. Matthews. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Off the play fake. Matthews buying time to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. Looking to throw. Matthews. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold into a gain of a couple.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Canton first down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From the gun on 3rd down, Matthews. And hauling it in, Nelson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter. He's been terrific so far. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. The ball's in.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
They'll look to throw here.
He's into space past the 25.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down.
Back to throw here.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Off play action. Matthews looking left side and he's got him in. That's Curtis. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. And defensively they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful when you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Curtis. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. That's Alexander. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Matthews. A strong running. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Holding. Offense.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back to throw now on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
He's on his way.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it would make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Tigers 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Wolf. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Looking to throw. Matthews able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Chicago, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Canton,
the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.